KPL global teams, Chinese server teams, whereby there's not a lot of fighting, but more on the tussle around these objectives. That's the things going in, the primary ones that these two teams want to compete.
Yeah, I am so curious about this matchup. Musang King already taking a look at the rotations coming. SJT, same thing, they're checking around for the rotations. They know that this Tiger needs to have an early start. And for now, Musang King will join Zhihong in the mid as they try to rush this mid lane matchup. Clear the wave and access the board camp, or maybe just secure their own.
Playing safe so far, just assisting Zhihong on the mid clear here, forcing the early rotations here coming in for Zhihong to go and harass the side lanes.
Yeah, and we'll see this at the same point of time. HBSC actually managing to secure the Firehawk at the bottom. Now, this is going to be a slight advantage in the farm lane, but on the top, Zhihong is taking a lot of poke damage from the side of SJT.
Yeah, failing to steal away the Fire Beak here and getting poked out a lot of the health bar here. Not the greatest news so far coming in for the HBSC mid lane here. This does allow SJT to pick up this River Strike coming in from the top side.
Right, so this is going to keep things pretty even between both teams, right? Just a slight difference of about, 100 gold, which is negligible at this point. It then really comes down to which team makes the better rotation.
A good free so far coming from HBSC, making sure that Musang King picks up most of these resources in one swift go here. This is how you really funnel gold into the jungler here. You need the presence of the roamer. That's why he gets like most of the gold value on the last hits.
Yeah, so both teams actually choosing very different places to have a trio. Mid lane trio for the side of HBSC, and SJT putting their trio at the bottom for the farm lane. So this is going to give benefits to two different members. One for Zhihong for the side of HBSC, and the other for Yiqiu on that farm lane.
Yeah, very quiet game thus far in towards the early game. Much more on the farming and rotations here, and a lot of resource sharing between the team members here. Take a look at Musang King. He's going for the counter on this Spiketail Beast, and once he gets it, he will be immediately rotating for the bot side, taking that wave push here.
Alright, they want to get some free damage in on the side of Yiqiu. Not gonna find too much value at this point, so they're gonna be slightly slower in the rotation. This gold sharing strat from the side of HBSC seems to be pretty clean. We have seen this rotational speed coming out from Musang King. Let's see what else can HBSE offer.
So far in the early game, nothing too crazy will really happen because the enablers really lies on top of the, and there's not really a big objective for them to really contest about here. So potentially, we need to fast forward to the 4th minute mark to see who really gets that first big engage.
I think the difference maker here is depending on how aggressive Zhe plays, right? I think this having a secondary life in form of the Iron Colossus for the side of Zhe, he needs to be the one that sets the pace for the side of HBSC, right? If he gets the engage, forces fights that make SJT very uncomfortable, it could be the start of a big win condition.
Yep, and that's the first refresh here coming in from Ye Yu on that Yingzhen here. Getting the second one to counter out this camp that he will be getting in towards his pocket.
Alright, so immediately, Xiao Xiao already getting the initial invade coming in. So that's going to help out with the goal differential. Now in 30 seconds, this is where the true challenge comes for both teams.
Usually when we talk about the Tyrant, the Assassin jungle will prioritize more on the silent objectives, which is the minion waves and also the buffs in their own taking here. But with the refresh being slightly delayed due to the early mid start, I do think that this will be a full-on brawl in towards the Tyrant.
It looks like that's the case, right? But SJT, they're already prepping and priming for this 4-minute Tyrant. It looks like they will be getting it started. HBSC, do they really want to contest this? It looks like the answer is yes, but they might not be there in time with that secure by SJT. This is a slight movement towards the advantage of SANGJIE team.
Very on time and clean performance coming from SJT to really capitalize on the missed timing from the side of HBSC. But farming tempo is still consistent thus far for Musang King on towards the pay here. Question is, when will the first team fight really break out between these two giants here? Because that's where you see HBSC putting a lot of focus on towards the bottom side here, zoning away Yiqiu and also Xiaojia from defending this turret. There's no trade. This does go over to the side of MSK and also HBSC.
Yeah, but I like this. Very clean from the side of HBSC, right? Understanding that there is no fight to be taken, it is more important to get control of the goal. Hong here gives vision for the team. Zhe is also within the range. So if there's anything happening, at least VV is safe. Now, for HBSC, they're looking for an opening, or at least looking for some safety at this point. They want to try and make the damage here. SJT opening up with the Engine Ultimate as well. They should be able to get it. Zhe might give his first life for the cause here.
But he does give it life, but he does manage to successfully defend the turret from being traded on towards the bottom side here, allowing Musang King to trade for a free tower in the clash lane here. Very well played, and Tarov coming in from HBSE's roam. I would say it's very well communicated between the team.
Okay, I like this a lot, right? This is a ray of hope. We'll see Musang King puts pressure onto the top T2 as well. Obviously not going to get it, but with this, they have secured themselves close to a 1,000 goalie. So HBSE, even with the loss of the first Tyrant, they are doing well.
Hang on a moment though, as you're going in for the engage, it does get poked down to a dangerously low health here. Has to back off away towards safety.
No worries. I think at this point they know about how far the extent will be. So SJT, they play with fire, get the pushback for a little bit. They want to try and even out the map macro play from HBSC.
I think this is the stock standard playstyle for HBSC that we saw throughout the 2024 and 2025 year, where they don't really fight you if there's no purpose. They just do it to get the resources, and then they fight you at the major big ones, like this upcoming Azure Golem in the enemy base. But with the lack of members, they do in fact have to back away towards safety.
Yeah, they need to be really careful, right? Like you said, I think this game, this best of 5 could all be one of the most promising matches we have from our global teams. And so far, it looks like that's the case. HBSE managing to hold on for now and establishing a decent lead so far.
And JR being forced away out of their own jungle here. With the pressure as well coming from the top side, there is a Golem just casually whipping down the turret in towards the top side. It will be a trade between these two teams.
Yep, this one will become a race as to who gets the better trade in terms of turrets. Musang King actually doing well to match the pacing. SJT though, they might be caught out here.
Okay, look at Zill's position though. Pushing out Yeyu here. The fight might not break through here. The heal is very sufficient coming in from Yeyu's Yangjian.
Yep, it's all about the slow pokes at this point. They want guaranteed kills. I think this is the biggest difference maker so far, right? If it's not a guaranteed kill, neither one of these teams commit.
And the smart item swap as well coming in from Zhe with the free roam swap every 5 minutes. Going to the Star Spring here, keeping himself healthy to make sure that he continuously gets vision for his team by being active on the map.
And the goal difference now, biggest gap here is in the jungle. Right now, it's Musang King leading against Yeyu, and it's looking like a great start. Zhe actually commits his ultimate, unfortunately, and this means they will start Musang King trying to go for the finish, unable to find so. First blood goes into the hands of SJT, but the immediate trade coming in for the life of Xiaosha as well, and we'll take a look at what other kinds of damage is available. None. Both teams make a trade, but it's a better one for SJT.
Yeah, taking away the Musang King, the pay on towards the Gorge here does limit the carry potential of this dangerous pick here, as they do in fact secure their own Crimson Golem. Yingzhen does get executed in that sense.
Okay, they lose the Tyrant, but maybe they want to look for the fight here. Musang King going in, they get the finish onto Yeyu, and this is going to be a great start for the side of HBSE. Now with that, the true question is, how much more damage can they do? They need to convert this into something. Kills don't mean much unless you get a turret or a buff.
I think for their stand right now, every kill really matters because it gives them so much more time to farm. Double, triple marksman, JR, Musang King, VV, they have so much damage if they can slowly scale towards that late game marker.
Oh yeah, that's true. Late game is actually quite a difficult situation for SJT to play out of. HBSC maintaining status quo for now. They have a 1,000 goal lead, slowly building upon it. It's not the biggest lead per se, but it is something that is pretty healthy.
Yeah, check out JR as well, right? He's slowly but surely building that ominous premonition on his third item here. Will be a pseudo beefy boy when he goes in for the backline dive on the Sukong.
Yeah, so this is curious, right? He's actually doing well. It looks like that past experience as a Clash laner is checking out.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? We dive in deep into the player's history. JR is one of those players that have a successful lane swap experience here. And also, back when he was playing the Clash lane, it was also Musang King.
So they have some synergy going on. Musang King looking for the catch here onto the Clash Arena. It's a 2-level advantage. I don't think he wants to take this, so ultimate committed. 1v1, Musang King will be taken down. And SJT find another big win. They even out the kill score. Can they even out the gold?
That is a terrible mistake here coming in from the Musang King player himself, because this does open this 10-minute mark with no contention into SJT's pockets here. What is the call, HBSC? Do you contend this, or do you have to give this away because of the lack of jungle?
Yeah, they're going in with the first one. Oh, nice catch on the Yusio. And that's going to be opening up the fight. They get a secondary one as well. Xiaosa and JR is chasing in. Homeboys, Black through Esport are doing it.
Are you telling me this is a farm lane main? JR is literally on fire here, but props to Ze for finding the immediate assassination on towards the side of Yusio here.
There's no way they can't escape this. Zhihong needs to run away. Will use his flash. In the meantime, Ze is doing all the work he can. Buying time. Musang King is finally here. The Tiger feasts upon that last member, Yuji, and this is going to be SJT out of members, and there is no contestant. VV starts on this Shadow Tyrant, and HBSE should secure this.
So it's so clean on this Zulia here. Every single play that he has committed has led to Yusho being called out, triple kill in favor of his HBSC, and then the return kill on towards Yuji here. Beautiful stuff coming in from the HBSC roamer.
All right, this is convincing. I mean, I believe HBSE, this is something that they're showing us something good. There is a 2,000 goal lead. Right now, Zhe opens up the map, giving a vision for Musang King. If they can steal this, that would be great. In the meantime, they get the poke. They will not secure it. It is going to be taken by Yeyu here. And with that, HBSE, they need to run. That opening by SJT is no longer available. But Musang King, he needs to keep his eyes onto the jungler on the side of SJT.
Yeah, 3,000 goal lead healthy here for the side of HBSC here, kiting away SJT, giving JR enough room to get this bottom tower in towards his pockets here. The lead is continuously expanding for the invited MKL KIC team.
Yeah. This is one very important trait, right? Taking a lead is important, but maintaining the lead is also as important. So right now, with a 4,000 goal lead, HBSE are strong. Great start. Can they finish the game? That's the most important question now. You have done all the work. You need to finish this last part of the challenge.
The first part of the challenge to do what you have mentioned here will be the tier 3 towards the bottom side, being taken and picking up by the side of HBSC. And almost another one towards the mid lane here. With the expiration on the Primal Bond, they will turn their tails and straight ahead, go for that Shadow Overlord here. This is looking to be a very smooth tempo coming in for the side of Homeboi's Black Esport.
Yep. Just count it out. 12 minutes and 20 seconds. They have taken a T3 at the bottom. The T3 in the mid essentially is going to be down. But SJT, they're looking for a comeback in this particular match. Nice pull away. They will start the fight here. But SJT, they might not have the best time. JR is on the back, looking for the Thunderous Might. Separates the team as well. They get the first kill down. Xiao Xiao is going to be down. Jungler, yeah, he's going to be down as well. And HBSC take a 2-for-1 trade. They have the Shadow Overlord summoned on the top side as well.
Yeah, potentially they could go for the game-winning push here if they can find sufficient poke on towards the multiple members here. Good poke towards the mid side, and that is the second final tier 3 going into the favor of the side of HBSE.
Yep, Zhe will take a fall. He will take a knee for the team. No problem at this point. The burst damage and poke damage. This is with backdoor protection, by the way. And HBSE, Homeboi's Black through Esport, they will be able to empty the base of SJT.
Very clean stuff coming in from the global team HBSC here. With this superior tempo here, the final nail in the coffin will be to look for that game-winning push. But for now, they look to collect back some of these resources, look to recuperate, and then look for that Shadow Tyrant in that bottom river.
All right, so this is something that is really smart, but this is the most basic, especially in the KPL levels itself or Chinese region. Make sure you take away all of the opponent's jungles before you start working on your own. Now VV catches eyes onto them, going in with the flash as well. Gets the right to win. One more strike should do it. JR catching on the backlines with the Thunderous Might. They're melting him down, and even with the heals, the jungler can't do it. Yeah, you will be taken down. And with this, they want to chase in for more. JR pushes them all back, and it's all HBSE.
But hang on a moment though, Zihong does take the recall here, cancels it as they want to look for the potential game-winning push here with 5 members ready and available here. they have the option to just go back and take the Shadow Tyrant, which they will be doing here. A much more cleaner and safer decision coming in from HBSC.
Yes, we always ask for disciplined gameplay. We always ask for more calm, steady, composed gameplay. And this is exactly what HBSE are showing us at this point. They have a 7,000 goal lead, 6,000 at this point, as SJT looking for answers, not able to find much just yet. But do beware, there is a chance of a comeback.
There is, because look at the Chicha here coming in on the hands of Yuji here. Yuji here, he is full 6 slotted, and he has been one of the few big menaces in the team fight, soloing out Musang King, chunking out JR. He's doing a lot of work for the team itself, but look at the 3 minion waves here clashing into the base of SJT. This may be the final push here.
Oh, looks for the setup, knocks onto just one, catches them on the backline as well. Flash gonna be committed. JR looking for the Thunder's Might. They will get rid of Che, but where's the follow-up damage on the side of HBSE? Not gonna be enough for members on both sides as they're looking for more structural damage. Right now, all-around explosion will push SJT back, but it is still very much in favor of Homeboize Black True Esports.
It's a bit of a misplay here coming in from Ze. He didn't get the spell 1/3 charge in on top of Xiao Sha and giving him a bit more time to react against the engager, which allowed for the side ST to make a comeback in that team fight. We might just be slowly but surely heading into the Tempest Dragon later.
Right, so I want to re-look into that decision by Ze, right? He actually went straight in for Yuqiu as well as Yuji. Was that the correct decision? Was there a need to change his target?
No, 100% accurate, but in the end he jumped for Xiao Sha here, wanting to look for the initial engage, but the execution on this spell 1 was just a bit off here, but everything happens in the high-stake games.
Okay, that's true. Right now, the wrestle is for this Shadow Overlord. Whoever gets this should have the advantage. Sure, on the backlines, 1v4. Unable to find the ultimate here. Has to give his life. And this could be the comeback that SJT are looking for. But JR says no. He's chasing the backlines. 1v3. Gets rid of Xiaosha. But on the backline, JR, this is his first life. Maybe he can go for more. VV looking for an opening. JR buys a lot of time. Gets the Destiny down as well. Flash coming in. And VV gets rid of the jungle. The waves are crashing in. Musang King, he's extremely low. Zhong looking for that pushback against the lineup on the side of SJD. I don't think they should go for more. HBSE will start backing off.
Very close fight here coming in from both of these squads here, and you can see the immediate reaction coming in from SJT is to go back and defend against the potential backdoor here. Backdoor denied, but Overlord being picked up once again to the hands of HBSE. If they can find the game-winning push with this buff, that could be a very much of a good news for global teams.
It has to be here, right? Like at this point, if it goes into a Tempest game, this is where you start working around the number of Sage's Sanctuaries, and then also with the number of Destiny. So item swapping is going to be a very huge part of the gameplay here. If HBSE can end this before the 20-minute mark, that will be ideal.
But Musang King has already expended his Sage Sanctuary and also Destiny here, so that's gonna be key cooldowns being enabled for the side of the HBSE jungler coming into these final few moments.
Alright, we'll see. Che actually cuts off the vision for the side of SJT. Che needs to be able to land those ultimates, right? Right now, relying on that frigid charge to see if he is going to be able to make the difference.
Oh, big damage here on towards the side of Yeyu here. He has to back away towards safety here. With minions marching on all 3 waves here, Overlords will be crashing momentarily here against the side of SJT. But HBSE, they do in fact select the option to start off this Tyrant before the game-winning push.
Right, they're looking for an opening here. SJT, they do have the form of the Sage's Sanctuary in the hands of Yuqiu here. This is maybe that big difference maker for them. If they can get this girl, all the space, they could just melt HBSE.
Yeah, it boils down to execution as of this point. Even though the objectives and goal are all in favor for that HBSE, one bad and small mistake here might just lead to a Tempest comeback for the side of SJT.
Yeah, we will see what this is going to be like. Che looking at the front line, staring them down in the face. The Yingchen ultimate going to be popped as well. Xiaosha going to try and make the difference here. On the backlines, JR has been caught. He will be taken down. And this could be the pretty much the big setup that SJT has been waiting for. Che turns tails, gets back. But right now, SJT, they have gotten what they needed to do. And that is just to stave off the aggression. And for 30 seconds, JR will not be here.
Yuji is so scary with that Shicha here. Every single moment of combat here always starts with Yuji finding the big flank damage on towards the key members like JR, Musanki, or even Vivi here. And right now, with Tempest Dragon spawning only 4 seconds here, how does SJT approach this?
I mean, it's the junglers, right? This will be the one point of main contention here. No smite means there's a higher chance you can get it there with the dive onto Yu as well. Let's see what else he can do. Suhong's a little too far forward here, forced to use his flash to get out to safety. In the meantime, it's all about wave management for the side of HBSC.
Look at Yuji though, he's looking to hunt Musang King in this attempt here. Going in for the flash engager, going for the 1v1. Does find Musang King, gets the assassination here.
And that's not going to be good news for the side of HBSC unless they can make a trade here. Everything onto the junglers. And both junglers have taken a fall. HBSC, one more should do it. They don't really have to take this Tempest Dragon. All they have to do is to chill out, stay behind, manage the waves. Naturally, it will be in their favor once again.
Now that I understand why Shicha is almost permanently banned away from all these series, this hero is so strong in the correct hands of the players, and SANGJIE here getting poked out extremely low here, does get taken down, and the Infinite Vassals to escape towards safety here. Vivi making it a 4v5 up front, but look at the ball and minions!
Yeah, this one is a little bit difficult for the side of SJT. They won't be able to lose the game just yet, but this is going to be a very tough situation because SANGJIE is taken down. They need to finish the job here. JR falling so low. The Shicha has been called. Yuji, is he really going to take a fall here? No! That is the main damage dealer for the side of SJT. And even when Ye is here with no refresh on his ultimate, this might cost them the game here. As HBSC, they start working on towards the Tempest Dragon.
Yeah, 3v5, no roam, no clash lane here. This is a free Tempest Dragon going in the hands of Homeboys, Black True Esports here. This will help them to look for that potential game-winning push at the 22nd minute mark.
Yeah, right now it's all about the 5 members. Vivi also, alongside which will have Sage's Sanctuary. Now, how many Sage's Sanctuaries have been burnt? We'll take a look at that later. Yisho still has his own Sage's Sanctuary. He has been playing really safe, and this one is a battle of positioning.
Yeah, 3 seconds on top of Yuji here. He will be coming up shortly on that Shicha here, but minions are marching towards the base here as this may be the final fight.
Yeah, they're gonna try and start the fight here. Nice knockout by Che onto 3 with the Shicha damage. Is it gonna be enough? They don't even have to fight. The crystal has been taken down, and HBSC take game number 1.